It's Friday, the 22nd of June, 2018, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. In Jinshin Jyutsu, safety energy lock number 22 came into the universe meaning complete. Safety energy lock number 22, if you were watching yesterday, is here in this indentation just underneath your collarbone. And 22 is a 4. And 4 is the big picture seer, the visionary. So 22 says, it's a double 2, right? It's 2 and 2. It says that everything is balanced and complete as it is, even if you cannot appreciate that with your mind, all right? So it means that in the universe, this balance is maintained at all time. One of my teachers, Dr. John DeMartini, he says God, his definition of God stands for grand, organized designer. And so whatever your concept, your spiritual concept is, in this universe, it is designed in such a way that balance is always maintained. And by balance, I mean support and challenge are always equal. Pain and pleasure are always equal. We can't always see that because we can't appreciate that because we don't practice it. But in actuality, that is how it is. So if you can't get your head around that, that's okay. Just hold safety energy lock number 22. You know, these dogs always want to bark right when I'm in it. Anyway, moving on swiftly. So 22 means complete. So when we resonate with the energy of safety lock number 22, then we also realize that our lives as they currently are complete. Now, this does not mean that we don't set new goals. It doesn't mean that we don't want to expand and that we don't want to change and that we don't want to explore new things. It just means that for right now, it is complete as it is. So if you hold safety energy lock number 21, if you remember from yesterday, this was profound security, escape from mental bondage. With complete, it is all okay just as it is. Then you help to calm the nervous system down, you help to balance the head and the thinking and the feeling function in the body, and you help to bring balance between your sympathetic fight or flight and parasympathetic rest or digest parts of your nervous system. And that parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system run all the automatic functions of your physiology. So by holding these two safety energy locks, you can help to harmonize both sides of that autonomic nervous system and affect your immune system, your digestion, your brain chemical production, the whole trip and number. 22 is, of course, a 4, and 4 is an earth number. So it's about structure. It's about integrity. It's about authenticity. It's about saying, I am integrated, complete, right? And this is my truth. Now, my truth might not necessarily be your truth, and your truth can change over time. But for right now, this is my truth. This is who I am. So when safety energy lock number 22 is open, when we work on safety energy lock number 22, then we can become more authentic versions of who we are. And then we are not scared to stand in our truth because we know that we are complete and that the situation is complete and it will be as it is. And as it is actually perfect. Many people do, we say that like it is as it is, and as it is perfect. That's intellectual. That doesn't necessarily make one jot of difference when the pawpaw strike in the fan for you. You need to actually know it. It needs to be integrated in your being. And Jinshin Jyutsu is this beautiful art that helps us to integrate these things without having to struggle too much and without having to overthink it. Okay, so we've got the 4 from 22 today, and we've got the 6 from June. So 6 is about harmony, and it's about balance. So now, this is interesting. There's a contrast here, because 4 is about my truth and being in my integrity, and this is who I am. 6 is, I'll be whoever you want me to be, and what if who I am is not going to make you happy? And I don't want confrontation, and I don't want it to be ugly. So maybe I'll just pretend that being who you want me to be is actually okay, and then I'll sacrifice who I really want to be. So that tension between I am what I am and what I am needs no excuses, right? That Gloria Gaynor song. I think it was Gloria Gaynor, I'm not going to start singing on these clips. It'll be the beginning of the end, right? So 4 is I am what I am, and who I am needs no excuses, right? 6 is I want to be who I am, but I'm so frightened that it's not going to be beautiful or harmonious, and I'm even more frightened that it's going to make you unhappy. And who I am is I'm here partly to make you happy. Now, that can create tension, okay? So you're aware of it, then you can appreciate that that tension is there. Now, the upside of the 6 is that the 6 is able to create harmony. The 6 is able to negotiate. The 6 is able to make peace. The 6 is able to integrate all the different parts of ourselves, the parts that are ugly and the parts that are beautiful. And the 6 enables us to see the beauty within the ugly, and to see the beauty within us and the beauty around us. And when we can appreciate that, then it makes it easier for us to stand in our authentic selves. The 2 from 2018 helps us to understand that our emotions are important, and it helps us to maintain the balance. It helps us to see that, being fully in your truth has drawbacks to you and to other people. Being fully harmonious and wanting to create harmony all the time and putting up and shutting up so that things don't get ugly, well, it has drawbacks, right? So 2 helps us to maintain that balance. The hero today is 3. So when we have 3 in the hero position, 3, remember, is the expander. It's the creative expansiveness. It's the waltz. It's the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, going with the flow of life. It's the one that is able to see. It's to expand your vision so that you can actually set bigger goals. You can set bigger goals for yourself in terms of how you want to be. How do you want to show up in the world? What do you want to manifest in this world? 3 is the strategist. It also helps us put measures in place for how we can get to where we want to be. So that is a really powerful energy that we can connect with in the hero position today. The villain is the 7. So 7 in the villain position is, I'm too embarrassed. Oh my God, what if I end up looking stupid? What if I lose face? What if I'd rather die than actually make a fool of myself. So I'm not going to stand in my truth. I'm not going to stand in my integrity, and I'm not going to set these bold, audacious goals for myself in terms of how I want to show up in the world. So 7 keeps us small. It keeps us in our caves. It keeps us introverted in the villain position. Right? Because remember, they've all got both sides. But when it's in the villain position, it keeps us small. It keeps us playing small. It wants us to play it safe. It says, this is not safe. Let's rather not do this. Let's not take the risk. So that might put a bit of a damper on any kind of expansion that you feel that you may want to be doing. Luckily, of course, as always, we have Jinshin Jyutsu and Safety Energy Lock number 22. You can harmonize by holding 22 and 21. As I said yesterday, this is the first step of the stomach organ function energy. So you're harmonizing your digestion. You're bringing your sympathetic and your parasympathetic nervous system into harmony. You are harmonizing thinking and feeling. You are creating security so that you're decreasing your anxiety, and you are appreciating that everything is complete as it is. Or you can hold your index finger. Safety Energy Lock number 22 is on the index finger, and holding the index finger harmonizes the bladder and kidney organ function energy. It harmonizes subconscious fear, those subconscious fears that keep us playing small, that stop us from expanding, and that stop us from fulfilling our amazing potential. I hope you have a wonderful Friday, and I'll speak to you again next week.